If you click to watch this, you're probably waking up with a knot in your stomach every Monday morning. Or maybe you're sitting in your car right now, gripping the steering wheel, dreading the moment you have to walk through those doors. I too stayed in a job that was draining my soul for way too long. And I learned the hard way that staying in a job you resent feels exactly like sitting in water that is slowly getting hot. At first, it's just warm, it's manageable. You tell yourself, the money's okay, or I just need the experience. But then it starts getting uncomfortable, and before you know it, the water is boiling, and you're paralyzed, wondering why you can't just stand up and step out. Today, we are talking about the psychology of why we stay in jobs where we aren't valued. Specifically, the trap of resenting your work but feeling physically unable to leave. Listen, if you're asking yourself why you haven't quit yet, even though you know it's making you miserable, this video is for you. We aren't going to talk about hustle culture or following your passion. That doesn't help anyone in real life. We're going to look at the real reason why you are stuck. Specifically, something called learned helplessness and identity fusion, and how to actually turn the temperature down before you get burned. Now, don't switch off on me. Those two terms sound unfriendly, but this is not an academic discussion. Just let me explain what's happening with you and tell me if I'm right or not. First, you start the job with energy. You suggest a new way to do things, and your boss ignores it. You ask for a raise you deserve, and they move the goalpost on you. You work late to prove your worth, and nobody notices. After enough of these hits, your brain makes a calculation. It decides that your actions have no effect on the outcome. So, you stop trying. Now, let me be honest. This is where quiet quitting comes from. It's not laziness. It's a defense mechanism. Your nervous system is trying to protect you from the pain of rejection. But here is the catch. When you stop trying to change your situation, you start to believe you can't change your situation. You develop a full PhD in excuses. You tell yourself, the job market is bad right now. I'm not qualified for anything else. Your brain is lying to you to keep you safe in the familiar, even if the familiar is miserable. Now, let's talk about value for a little bit, because this is one of the biggest reasons people stay, especially for men in their 20s and 30s. We have this thing called identity fusion. We tend to fuse who we are with what we do. If you leave this job, then who are you? If you aren't the senior analyst or the project manager, do you still matter? I want to be very clear here. This is a trap. When your self-worth is tied to a company that doesn't care about you, you are handing them the keys to your emotional stability. And then, of course, there's the financial anxiety, the rent, the student loans, the pressure to build a life. That fear is real. I'm not going to sit here and tell you money doesn't matter, but fear makes the monster look bigger than it is. You stay because the slow pain of a monthly paycheck feels safer than the sudden pain of the unknown. But deep down, you know the cost. The cost is your mental health, your relationships, and your self-respect. You are paying a tax every single day you stay there, and that tax is way more expensive than you think. Okay, enough of why you haven't left so far. Now, I want to shift into what actually helps, because I don't want to leave you with pain only. It starts with 3 simple moves. Simple, not easy, but simple. Number 1, detach your identity. You are not your job title. You are a person who provides a service for money. That is it. Clock in, do the work, clock out. Stop looking for validation from people who are only focused on the bottom line. Number 2, prove your brain wrong. Remember learned helplessness? We have to break it. Do one small thing that proves you have control. Update your resume. Not to send it, just to see it. Reply to a recruiter. Take a lunch break away from your desk. Small wins remind your nervous system that you are not a prisoner. Number 3, do the math. Fear hates math. Write down exactly how much money you actually need to survive for 3 months. Not the comfort number, the survival number. When you put a number on the fear, it stops being a ghost and starts being a problem you can solve. Listen, leaving a toxic environment is terrifying. Your brain will scream at you to stay in the hot water because at least you know how hot it is. But you don't have to drown to prove you tried. You have already proven you can endure pain. Now it's time to prove you can choose better for yourself. If this video hit you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you want, drop one word in the comments. Just one. Water. So I know you understood exactly what I meant. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.